So, every once, I think it was just the last video, that I uploaded, from Ohio, and I was wondering why I don't do more NASCAR stuff, and then I got reminded why. In last night's IndyCar race, the first race of the Iowa doubleheader, because I forgot they did a partial repave, not a full repave at Iowa, only a partial repave, for that, make a better race for the Cup Series. I don't know if it was a better race. What I do know is it made the IndyCar race a whole lot worse. Just like Texas 4 years ago when they dumped all that resin on the track and turned it into a one-groove parade for the entire time, where the only chance you get to pass is during restarts or in pit road. And that's exactly what happened last night. The first race of the Iowa doubleheader last year they had 1,503 passes. Last night's race had 192. That is less than 13% of the amount of total passes that happened last year, because NASCAR has to get their hands in every single pie and turn it all rotten. Don't even get me started on all the hybrid. There were so many hybrid issues. Jack Harvey had to re-qualify 2 more additional times. He had to take 3 whole runs. Herta got a chance to do another run, due to all the hybrid failures. And I think there might have been other guys with mechanical issues. They weren't allowed to go out again. Probably the most confused for qualifying the announcers have ever been. This is how we're going to send Lee Diffie out. Not with a bang, but with a complete and utter whimper. Two different lead changers. Two different leaders on an oval. 2 total leaders. And the only passes for the lead were, in pit road, I'm pretty sure. Not to mention, because yet another shooting in America, we get IndyCar bumped off of NBC yet again. So that's like, the second network race IndyCar has lost out on that. We're moving to Fox. What happened to Fox this year? Did they cover shooting? No, they kept airing the baseball game that they were doing. And I doubt they even, on main NBC, I don't even know if we're watching main NBC or on Peacock. Oh, goodness. Let me get to that in a bit. The smart thing was they at least should probably throw something on the I hope at the bottom of the screen on main NBC during all these, talking heads talking about stuff. At least show, oh, hey, IndyCar is on CNBC. I don't know if they did. I don't know. What I do know is they got on the CNBC and the commercial breaks were once again horrendous. They're choosing the worst time. There's so many, oh, somebody got a penalty. We're not going to tell you until after the commercial break. Hinch talking mid-sentence, just, normal broadcast, he's talking about some of the implications, and bam, suddenly just a full commercial break. This is why I'm going to miss Lee Diffie, because that race would have been super boring without Diff. Yeah, is an awful. You know what the awful thing is? The awful thing about all this, we get to do this we get to live through this crap again today. There's another 250 lapper. another one. There's another one. IndyCar needs to do better. Yesterday was such a black eye for the sport, I'm not going to lie. A lot of people won't see that way, but I did not like yesterday. It was a bad race. I think there was a couple of silver linings. I've forgotten most of what they were. Oh, I think I remember. There was like two of them. First one is Scott McLaughlin actually getting his first oval win, leading 164 laps. Colton Herta led the other 86 and finished 11th. Just a lot of penalties today, which is half the reason why the race was even remotely entertaining. The other reason was there was a lot of accidents, surprisingly. Pato second, like half a second behind, because, you know, you get a half a second and you just kind of get stuck. Aero package, kind of. I don't know if the hybrid, the extra weight is slowing these cars. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, because we're already doing 188 in qualifying. Newgarden started 22nd, so we figured his championship hopes were over. You know what? Now he's finishing third. I'm afraid to look at the standings, so I haven't checked them. Dixon was fourth. I think he had an issue at one point. Rinus VK fifth. Santino Ferrucci was running top 5 early on and then got some sort of penalty and I think went a lap down. He finished 6th in today's race. He was making so many moves when he got back from the lead lap. He made this race entertaining. Kirkwood 7th. Alexander Rossi 8th. And both the Marcuses in a row. Marcus Ericsson 9th. And then Marcus Armstrong, the weird one, in 10th. There was a point, his caution lights, the back of the car, were blinking during the green flag. IndyCar and black flagged them, even though IndyCar controls that. He was going to dive down pit road, and suddenly the caution comes out, and he dives back on the racing surface, and I guess whatever happened, whatever glitch happened went away. Colton Herta all saved it somehow in some incredible fashion. He almost wrecked. He was a lot, but saved it. He was 11th. He led the other 86 laps. I mentioned that. Nolan Siegel, solid 12th. Rosenquist, 13th. Kiffin Simpson, 14th. Stingray Robb faded a couple spots towards the end, but finished 15th. Graham Rahal, first car lap down, he was 16th. He had some problems. Catherine Legg, I think, had a penalty at one point. I didn't hear this until like after the race or something. 17th. Will Power got into an accident. He finished 9 laps down at 18th. Pietro Fittipaldi also got into an accident. Was it the Carpenter crash with Power. They both exited. They finished 19th and 20th. After finishing only 228 laps. Linus Lundqvist had a mechanical issue, brought out a yellow late. He finished 209 laps. He'll finish 21st. 22nd, Christian Lundgaard. He had contact somewhere. Oh yeah, I think it was one of the earlier. Yeah, it was like one of the very early wrecks. And he came out to do some more laps, and then when he realized he wasn't gonna, when he realized that, you know, he passed all the people he was gonna get by, wasn't gonna get by, wasn't parked yet. He finished. He ultimately completed 178 laps. 3 more than 23rd place finisher Alex Palou, who wrecked out after getting sent towards the bay, you know, after he stalled on pit road for the 2nd race in a row. Got sent towards the back. Not good for him. Grosjean finished 48 laps. He was involved in an opening lap incident. Finished 24th. Jack Harvey completed 28 laps and parked it because he was injured. They were going to either start Connor Daly in the car or have him maybe, yeah, I think that was the plan. IndyCar said he didn't do any practice or qualifying. He can't run. So they're going to do a special practice session for Daly so that he can run today. But that right there really hurt Coyne's chances of getting the 18 car back into the leader circle points. And it would have been a good day because the car in the cutoff, David Malukas, he is the last car in going. He was taken out, didn't even complete a single lap because he got into a first lap incident with Augustine Canapino. They finished 26 and 27 respectively. They, along with Hy-Vee, earned 5 total points. So yeah, what we got looking forward to. Below is still your points leader. Pato is only 37 points back now. Close got 336. Awards got 299. Powers 43 points back. He's in third. Scott Dixon 46 points back. He's in fourth. Fifth is Scott McLaughlin, 59 points back. It's going to be 66 points back. Colton Herta in sixth. Kyle Kirkwood, 76 points back in seventh. Alexander Rossi, 86 points back in eighth. And here's the frightening one. Joseph Newgarden, 115 points back in ninth. You remembered earlier, Newgarden was not earlier, but remember in the last, Newgarden was 143 points back. He just clawed back 28. If he keeps doing that rate, which is probably not too sustainable, but if he starts winning it will be a bit more sustainable already. There are 5 oval races left, and if he claws back 20 more points in each one, he's got just 15. Ignore the flying batteries. I don't even know where the other battery went. There it is. I'll get it later after this video. He'll have point is, if he gets 20 points back on Pelot in each of the oval races, he only need to claw back 16 back to combine at Toronto and Portland to be the champion. So now I'm starting to worry again. Rosenqvist 10th. He's 127 back. And then Ericsson and Ferrucci tied for 11th. They're 7 points behind Rosenqvist. Christian Lundgaard is 13th in points now. He's a little bit farther back. Marcus Armstrong's 14th. Romain Grosjean's 15th. Rinus VeeKay is 16th in points. Graham Rahal is 17th. Lundqvist 18th. Fittipaldi 19th. Kiffin Simpson 20th. Stingray Robb is 21st. Christian Rasmussen is still ahead of Augustine Canapino. Hy-Vee is 24th. He's second lowest out of the drivers running, I guess, the majority of the season. Seagull is still only 26th in points. Carpenter is up to 32nd in points now. How much longer is that going to be, considering leapfrog Connor Daly, and Daly's going to be in the car? Also, Catherine Legg's only 6 points behind Carpenter. This is going to be weird. David Malukas did not gain any spots today. So this was a really disappointing race. I don't know. I really don't know. See if I can look at I don't know why that's grayed out. That shouldn't be grayed out. That is a leader circle entry. They're graying out the 66 from Meyershank Racing. I'm pretty sure that's it. So yeah, now it's Stingray Robb's car. The 41 is within 2 points of the leader circle. Is within 2 points of the cutoff for Malukas. 4 and 11 mark. aren't in it. That for Malukas is good. Yeah, the 18's got 75 points. The 26 is 51, has 81. No, the 51 is 81. So basically, Malukas is the cutoff. Stingray's car is 2 points behind Malukas. The car that Cat Leg's been driving, that 51, is 7 points behind Malukas. No, 13 points behind Malukas. And 19 points for the 18. The one that's been named Jack Hart. Lucas is only 2 points, ahead of that. And then the Carpenter car, 20, only 6 points ahead. And the Canapino car is only, the 78's only a point ahead of the 20. And Pietro Fittipaldi's car is only 2 points ahead of Canapino, and then it's a jump of another 22 points to VK. So really the 30, the 78, the 20, 66 to 14, I guess, really fighting for those last lead circle points. I guess maybe the 51 and the 18, although those seem to be two favorites to finish outside. We broke the trend of it going Chevy, Honda, Chevy, Honda, Chevy, Honda, Chevy, Honda, Chevy with the winner, because we had 2 Chevys in a row now have won. 6 Chevys have won as opposed to 4 Hondas this year. Chevy's got 813 points over the 773 that Honda put up. This has been the worst race for a manufacturer, pretty much. 2 best Hondas finishing 4th and 7th. Closest was Chevy at Detroit, 5th and 6th. Anyway, this is going to be very disappointing. At least Iowa is scheduled to have racing here, IndyCar racing. I think they signed like a 3-year deal or something. And apparently what's going to happen in the off-season is they're going to finish paving. So we're going to have sections of the track that are 1 year older than the rest, but it's going to be better than what we currently have. It's very disappointed.